Hey gang, welcome to our channel. I'm Eric, and on our channel we believe in faith, family, and fun, and it all equals up to our whole life. This morning I'm here trying to show y'all how we're living, because we all been tested positive with COVID. So we're gonna be giving y'all a little insight of how we trying to make it. So let's get into this video. Like I said, I'm up this morning, came down to our local CVS because I said we all been tested positive, but I haven't been tested positive, but I have all the signs of having COVID. I lost my taste and my smell, but I'm here at 10 o'clock to get tested. I'm gonna do this this test, and where it can come back within 2 days or a day, and then I'm gonna go on home. But anyway, everybody's at home, quarantine, and the only reason I'm out here is to be tested. So I'm going over here, and I'll show you about the test when I get it. I'll let you see me go through the test. Hey guys, I know I said I was gonna show y'all the test, but I was too sick that day. But here are the results of my positive COVID test. So after this, I went straight home and started the recovery process. Good afternoon, fam. Hey, this is Eric, and I'm coming to you after being quarantined for 14 days with COVID. My family tested positive for COVID 14 days ago. We've been under the weather. We've had 3 different experiences while we were going through, and I'm going to let them tell you their experience with COVID. First, I want to give honor to God, who spared our lives. We had a friend who contracted COVID as well around the same time we did. Unfortunately, we lost her. Our prayers go with the husband and the family. But God is still great. One thing I want to let everybody know, COVID is real, and it has no respect of person. So if you don't have COVID, stay protected, wear your mask, use your hand sanitizer and your Lysol. And if you have COVID, don't take it lightly, but stay quarantined. Same thing. Use your mask. Increase your vitamin C and your zinc. Use your Lysol. And stay prayerful. And just ride the wave, because that's what we had to do. We had to literally ride this thing out. But I'm here to tell you, I feel a whole lot better. Still a little, breathing is a little shallow, as you can hear. But I give glory to God. But I just want to let you know what I went through when I had COVID. I really didn't think I had it. I thought I had a cold that felt like pneumonia. But yes, it did turn into be COVID. But while I was going through, I had a serious cough, constantly, a constant headache. For the first few days, my head just banged, banged daily, minutely. Minute by minute, it just banged. But no matter what I took Tylenol, took Mucinex, took Theraflu. I really was taking anything that my wife would give me to try to feel better, but I still had to go through. Felt bad most of the time. Real bad. But I pushed on through. Had fevers at night, couldn't sleep, had all kinds of strange dreams. But I stayed prayerful, and I went through. And I made it on this side. I'm thankful for it. But I just think about how good God is, how He just spared our lives. Our house is still in disarray. It was a wreck, but as we've been feeling better, we've been trying to do a little bit at a time. But it's still in disarray. but we're getting back there. You know, hopefully I'll be going back to work soon. You know, once I get this clean bill of health. Um, all right, we'll get back with you shortly. You know, I was talking to you earlier about my experience with COVID, and I was trying to think back to day one when I went and had my test. You know, I was feeling pretty bad. I thought I was gonna videotape and watch me take the test. You know, I took my test at CVS, and you know they walk you through the whole step-by-step process. So it's not nothing hard. You know, it's not painful. It's not uncomfortable, but they do walk you through it, and then you send your test off, and it's back within about a day and a half. And when the test came back positive, I can tell you, the first day, the first couple of days, you know, I felt like I had a cold, and I felt like I had flu, body aches, runny nose, sneezing, coughing. And then the second day it came in, you know, then I started to lose my taste and my smell. And the third day I didn't want to be bothered because I was coughing so hard, head was hurting constantly. And this went on for about the first week, to tell you the truth. You know, didn't know if I was going to get any better. I was hoping I was going to, but it didn't seem like anything was getting any better. But you know, we quarantined into 3 different parts of our house. You know, I had our bedroom, my wife took the living room, and my daughter was in her room. Most of the time we stayed apart. You know, we would come together during the day because I can tell you these walls get very small, and you go stir crazy up in here. You know, but we made it. I was over here before I started this video just now, and my wife was playing a song, "You Fight On," and I just thought about how it was a fight, it was a battle, but we came out victorious. You know, never had really an appetite, and because I didn't have an appetite, you know, I've lost 14 pounds in these 14 days. That's a good thing. Wish I could have lost it other than just being sick, but you know, I lost 14 pounds. Still don't have an appetite, but I do eat a little. Matter of fact, I just ate some soup. I ate a couple of spoons of the soup. Gave it to Duke. He ate the rest of it. But you know, there's no joy. Excuse me. There's no joy in eating when you can't taste it. You know, you just know you have some texture in your mouth. You don't know what it tastes like. But you know, like my mother used to say, I eat to live. I don't live to eat. Because I don't eat, so I had to eat something. Try to keep my strength up. Try to get some strength. But it was an event. I can tell you one thing. I don't want to go through it again. So when I found out at the pharmacist that after you test positive, you have to wait 3 months before you can be vaccinated. So I'm gonna wait those 90 days, and then I'm gonna get vaccine. Let me tell y'all something. The Bible tells us that my people perish for the lack of knowledge. And I'm gonna say the same thing. You may think, you know, you may have great faith. You may have a great sense of belief in that you're not gonna get COVID. But I want to tell you, educate yourself. Find out what COVID is. Find out what it attaches to. You know, it really attaches to the respiratory system. And it can really do you bad quickly. So get educated. Regardless if you want to get vaccinated or not, still educate yourself. So when these symptoms come upon you, you'll know, hey, it's not just a cold, and I need to get myself checked out. And we live in this world, and we as believers, we're not exempt from the cares of this world. So we do have to protect ourselves, and protecting yourself is getting the vaccine and trusting God. You know, because we trusted God. We've always trusted God. You know, our whole channel is based on faith, family, and fun. And that's our whole life. That's what we are about: faith, family, and fun. But yet and still, we trusted God, and God brought us through. Now that we educated ourselves, we can make an educated decision on if we're going to if we're going to get the vaccine or not. And I'm going to get it. I know my wife is considering getting it. My daughter is still on the fence. But that's her choice. But the main thing is to stay safe. Don't go out here not wearing your mask because everybody has got laxadacious. Don't go out of here and don't use your hand sanitizer. Getting all up in people's space. You're letting people get in your personal space. It's nothing about being rude to ask somebody to please step back. And we need to be adults and not get offended when somebody asks you to step out of their personal space. Because this is real. COVID is real. And COVID is here to stay. I've been looking around on YouTube and I see a lot of people that have been affected by it. And a lot of people that have made it through on the other end. And I'm one of those people. And again, I give glory to God. I thank Him for it. I thank for my support system. I thank Him for my church family, my pastor, my wife who has been going on and beyond to try to keep us as healthy as we can be, as well as trying to treat herself. I thank God for my daughter who's been pitching in and going on and beyond. She hasn't felt as bad as I have felt. I'm not diminishing how she felt, but she would strive and try to go and do things because she knew me and her mother couldn't do it, so she would push herself to go and do things, and I thank God for her. So anyway, I'm going to come back and let you talk to Teresa. Hey guys, this is day 16, and I'm on my way. Me and Teresa are on our way, so I can take another COVID test. I took a COVID test after 14 days, and mine came back positive. Teresa's and Chris's are negative, but mine came back positive. So I can tell you it bothers me a little bit because I've done the same thing they did, and I don't know why mine is still positive, but I'm going to the health department this morning, and I'm going to let you see them give me the test. And while we're here, while we're riding and we're just talking, I want Teresa to tell you her experience on when she had COVID, because we all had different issues. I don't know if she wants to come on, but this is her time to shine.
Well, hey guys, y'all can't see me, but anywho.
Just turn the camera around. Oh, you don't want to be seen?
No, it's not that. Our camera, you just can't flip. You have to turn the whole thing around. But anywho, guys, of course, Eric has told you all about everything that's going on. But as far as COVID, with me, the symptoms that I had were like, it started off like a little tickle in my throat, and then I had so much sinus pressure. Oh my goodness, I had so much sinus pressure and a headache, and I had the worst. My nerves is not good. I had the worst backache pain. I had that for I think maybe 4 or 5 days, and then just like it came, it left. And my taste and smell, I lost my taste, I lost my smell, and I had a lot of sleepless nights. I just restless, however you want to say it. I just couldn't sleep. I tossed and I turned, and I think that basically a lot of that was because we were all in separate rooms, and of course I was not in my bed. And as the movie that we watched, I Could Do Bad by Myself, when the little boy said, my bed. But anywho, so those were like my symptoms mainly. Like I said, I think the worst thing for me was my back pain that I had. And so, like I said, just like that back pain came, it left. And so now the only thing I really, I did have, I forgot I had me and Kristen both had diarrhea and nausea. And I also had, let's see, diarrhea, nausea. I think that was it, the diarrhea and the nausea. But that nausea just, it just make you feel awful, especially first thing in the morning. But so I basically, I don't really have any of those symptoms, and the only thing I do is just like if I cough, I'm still coughing up stuff, but it's like clear. It's a whole bunch of stuff that I cough up, but it's just clear. So that's my take on it. So.
So I'll get with you in just a little bit once we pull up to the we down here at the health department, and I did have an appointment, but look at all these people around here.
Yeah, there's no way you could have had an appointment, babe. Not with.
You heard me make the appointment, babe.
But no, I thought she said you could come between 9 and 3.
And the people out there in their blue suits waiting to give everybody a test. So I guess they just group them all together. They try to get, well, the health department always try to get as many people as they can before lunchtime. And then they'll take off for lunch, and then they'll call you back in there. But anyway, this is my 3rd time having this test.
Guys, I just wanted to show y'all, when you have COVID, you can care less about anything. Your hair. I hadn't seen my husband's head that thick with hair in a long time. But you just take it one day at a time. But all these people that are out here, we were just talking about wondering if they think they have COVID.
They have to have some symptoms.
Or they
just coming down here and having no symptoms.
Right. So
we wouldn't have came if we didn't have no symptoms. We would still been.
Yeah. So I guess all these people, as you said, they must feel like they have some type of symptoms, and so they're here getting tested. But
it's amazing. Since we came here, there's like 5 people behind us.
It's more than that, baby. Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. 5, and then look like somebody else, another person coming up. Well, now how they get on what that is over there?
I have no idea.
Maybe that's for the appointments.
I don't know. But maybe they're leaving.
Not what they say. Not. I don't know. I guess.
But what I was thinking, we live in a relatively small town. We live in Leesburg, and right next door is Albany, but it's still a small southwestern town, and there are so many people that are being exposed to this virus. The school system, the kids are back in school, but the school system are sending people home. They sent our granddaughter home to be quarantined for 14 days. We look at the numbers, and as an overall, I guess the United States, 200,000 people are being infected a day.
Okay, why are these people?
Baby, I don't know.
Not
registered over there. I'm registered.
Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to say that.
I mean, people are steady in line behind us, and they're also coming. That must mean new people are coming in because they're going around us. They must not be registered. They're just coming up here to get the test.
But look, there's a sign right there. There's Teresa, reading is fundamental. Registered, not registered. So you saying this line here that you in, all these people call like you did and got an appointment?
They must have. I couldn't tell you.
I can't tell you. All right, guys, we'll get what you want to get up at.
I'm well. How are you?
Are you just getting tested?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mark your booking number down.
Okay.
Thank you for making it big. I'm trying to see.
I can't see either, so I gotta make it big.
All right, tap the screen for me so it won't go away. GVAH. What's your last name, sir?
Taylor. Y'all stay wide open all day long.
Yes. See, I have to get all this stuff out of my hands. It's so much.
Face, but it's hard.
Not gonna hurt you. Think about something nice. Okay. Right, ready?
Ready? You pull it
Ready?
up.
Huh? Are you Teresa?
I am.
Oh my God! I'm Mina. Uncle Winnie's niece. And Tanya.
Oh
And
my
Lord,
goodness.
yes.
How did you remember me with this mask
No,
on?
he said Taylor, and then he kind of, I was like,
Well, bless your heart. Listen, we were so sorry to hear about Wendy. Oh, so sorry to hear about that. Yeah, he's gonna be very, very, very missed.
yes.
Yeah, he was
Yes, I
he,
think about him all day, every day.
he was
It's
one of a
hard.
kind, one of a
It's
kind.
hard.
Yeah,
I know it's just, she just good spirit. I
Yeah.
want to see how she doing.
I know.
But y'all have good, make sure, check your emails, check your phone, they should see your message and everything, okay?
About how
All
many?
right, thank y'all. Have
Yeah,
a
yeah,
good
two.
one. You too.
Okay, thank you.
She didn't. She said you too. Ask her again.
I don't need it. You said a day or two.
It's 24 hours. 24 to 36.
Thank you. That's everything. That's our whole 16 days of being quarantined and then going back to be tested again for COVID for the third time. I will let you know what the results were. We really enjoyed you sticking around for the whole video. Hey, if you haven't had a chance to like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We enjoy everybody, and turn on your notification button so you will be notified when we upload content. Hey, it's been a while because we've been sick, but we're back in the saddle again. So until the next time, remember we're here talking about faith, family, and fun, and thanking everybody for being a part of the TNT community. Until the next time, let the journey continue. Peace.